Hey, it's Bob Clark from bobandrosemary.com. Are you building a home business part-time and things just aren't clicking for you? You're not really getting the results that you need or that you really think you should be getting? If so, this video is going to be a really big help for you because I've got 9 tips that'll help you crush your home business when it's not your full-time gig. So stay tuned. Okay, so welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe. Down below the video, there's a red subscribe button. Hit that button and little bell next to it. Hit that as well, because then you'll get notified for every video that I put out there. This channel is exclusively for people who are building their business part-time. So if that's you, make sure you're subscribed so you won't miss a single video that I put out. Okay, so how do you crush your home business when you're only part-time? Okay, now first of all, let me tell you, crushing is different for everybody, okay? The word crushing. For you, maybe crushing it is just making an extra $500 a month to help with a mortgage or make a car payment. Or maybe it's an extra $1,000 a month so you can keep your kids home. Or maybe it's an extra, 4 or 5 figures a month so you can quit your job, okay? It's different for everybody. Whatever it is with you, that's great. But the tips I'm going to give you today will take you wherever you want to go. Okay, let's get right to it. I got a lot of stuff to cover. Tip number 1, make sure you're with the right company. Okay, this sometimes should maybe go without saying, but I've seen people waste a whole lot of time, especially if they're like a network marketer or affiliate marketer, partnering with the wrong company, right? They're using products that they aren't really satisfied with themselves, or they don't really jazz them. Or the comp plan in their home business, the comp plan doesn't really do much for them, yet they're still promoting it. And I don't know about you, but if I'm not jazzed about a product or jazzed about the business side of a company, I have a hard time selling it. I have a hard time promoting it. So make sure, just do an internal check, okay? Love the products, love the company, you're good to go. Okay, good. Number 2, you need to prioritize your activities if you only have a little bit of time for your business. Okay, I talked about this in a previous video, sorry, but you need to be focusing on money-making activities. I know you've probably heard this a dozen times, right? From me, from other people, money-making activities, yes. Okay, what this is basically, what it boils down to is you need to focus your time on those 1 or 2 activities that give you the best chance of getting results if you do it consistently. Okay, and that's really what it comes down to. If you're an MLM, that usually is prospecting. If you're an affiliate marketer, that usually is making some kind of an offer, promoting an affiliate product. Those are your money-making activities. So make sure, when you only have a little bit of time for your business, that you focus on those things. Number 3, become a master of your focus. Okay, now I bet you thought I was going to say time, right? But I found, and I might get some pushback on this, but I've worked with a lot of part-timers. I've coached a lot of part-timers, worked with a bunch of them. And I haven't met one yet that truly didn't have enough time to build their business. Okay, I know that's kind of a bold statement, but listen, I work a ton of hours and I have time for my business. I haven't met a person yet that truly didn't have enough time. So you really need to master your focus. Okay, focus on what's going to get you there. Focus on what matters. Focus on one skill. Focus on one promotion method. I'm a big believer in the power of one, especially if you're building part-time. Okay, so learn to focus better. Focus is really the whole key to building part-time. Not getting more time, not managing your time, because time kind of manages us sometimes, right? But it's managing your focus. That's the important thing. Okay, number 4, don't forget to use the internet. Use technology to help you meet people. Okay, one of the biggest ways that you're going to grow your business is meeting new people, right? I mean, that's obvious, right? So how do you meet new people? Well, some people do it offline, belly to belly, people you meet during the day, go into your warm market. Nothing wrong with that. But for those of us who build part-time, lots of times that isn't really possible. So make sure you're using technology, make sure you're using social media, especially, to get out there and meet people and see if they're open to what you have to offer. Okay, I see a lot of people struggling who aren't really leveraging social media the way they could or should be, and they're struggling because there's not enough people coming in their funnel, if you will, a funnel. There are not enough people coming into their network, okay, so that they can talk to them, so that they can get them to their company presentation, so that they can, get the answer yes or no. There's not enough people. So make sure you're always filling that pipeline with more people, and use social media. It's a hugely powerful tool. Okay, number 5, make mistakes. Okay, if you have a full-time job, any kind of job, it's very likely that your boss doesn't want you to make too many mistakes, right? I mean, in my job, if I make too many mistakes, I'd probably be out. Probably that's true with yours as well. So when you're in business, it's a total flip-flop, okay? If you're not out there making mistakes, you're not moving forward. So you gotta be, making mistakes and being okay with making mistakes in your business to move forward, okay? It's a total shift in mindset from an employee to an entrepreneur, but it's one of the most important ones, okay? Making mistakes is essential to your growth in your business, and that's just the way it is. Number 6, create urgency, okay? If you have a job that pays the bills, okay, maybe you have a little extra money left over, maybe you're comfortable, right? Comfortable is kind of the enemy of someone trying to build a business, okay? It's the enemy of someone with a side hustle. Comfortable does not really promote growth in you or your business. So you hear a lot about people talking about getting out of your comfort zone. A lot of that means creating urgency. Now, how do you create urgency? I'm going to create a whole video on this, but one of the best ways to do it is to set deadlines that other people know about and will hold you accountable. Okay, so for example, I want to do a video a day now for 30 days. That's my goal, and that's what I'm created for myself, because I wanted to create some urgency to get this out and get this done. It's the first thing I did. Told my friends online, told my wife, told my daughter, okay, that I'm going to be doing these videos. Today I'm sitting around at dinner and my wife said, "Did you make your video today?" Boom, urgency, got to get it done, right? 2 days ago, I had a lot of trouble with technology uploading my video. 11:30 at night, I finally got it done. And I created that urgency because I set a deadline. So setting deadlines is one of the best ways to create urgency. Number 7 is face your fears. So listen, if you're part-time and you don't have that much time, you can't afford to spend a whole lot of time being paralyzed by your fears, all right? Listen, fears are real, right? They're different for everybody, but there's some common ones. And if you're a network marketer, fear of rejection, fear of looking silly, that's pretty much front and center among the fears that face most MLMers and most marketers too. Got to get through it. You got to get through those fears. However you do that, force yourself to do it, work yourself around it, however you want to do it. But you got to face your fears and get through them, because you can't be paralyzed. You can't sit there and be paralyzed in your business when you have such little time. It won't work for you. All right. Number 8, recognize procrastination. Okay, I'm a big time procrastinator. Okay, I will wait till the last minute to do stuff. Always have, probably always will. I've read a lot about it. I've tried different things. Bottom line is, the biggest factor to overcome procrastination is to recognize when you're doing it. Okay, so when I put off something goes off in my head, I immediately recognize it. I'm procrastinating, and the next question needs to be why. Okay, am I afraid of something? Do I not want to do something? Why am I putting this off? And you got to go through that little checklist in your head, because you can't afford, again, it's the same with fears. You can't afford to be hanging around waiting to get stuff done because you're just lollygagging and you're procrastinating. Lollygagging, that's a great word, right? You can't afford to let procrastination seep into your business too much because you've only got a short period of time to work on your business. Finally, number 9, I left it for last because it might be the most important, okay? Understanding that at many points during this process of building your business part-time, you won't feel like you're enough and you'll feel like giving up. Okay, I'm just telling you, I've been hit with that several times at several different points, and it's usually at a point where I need to go to another level. And I got comfortable in one place and try to go up, get uncomfortable, feel like I'm not enough, and feel like giving up, okay? I don't have any great workarounds for this except that to expect it, to keep going, and to always fall back on why did you start this in the first place. Okay, I started my home business because about 8 years ago, because I have a full-time job I like, I really enjoy it. I'm a full-time healthcare professional, but I knew when I hit 60, 62, 63, I would want to retire, and I wanted to do it on my own terms, and not to be dependent on the government, and not to be dependent on my children. And that was my big why for starting a business. It still is. I'm getting closer to retiring now, so it still is. But when I feel like giving up, I kind of set that image in my mind of my kids having to take care of me in my retirement. And bam, that gets me going. That gets me revved up. That gets rid of everything, okay? It gets rid of the feeling that I want to quit. It gets rid of the feeling that I'm not enough. It gets rid of the fears that I'm facing. It gets rid of procrastination, okay? It does all those things. So it's really powerful when you're kind of feeling unsteady about your business, like maybe you're not good enough, maybe you want to quit. Go back to why you started it, okay? Go back to that time and imagine what it would be like if you quit and gave up and went back to the comfortable life that you didn't want to be in, because that's why you started your business, right? So I hope these 9 tips have helped you. If you take care of each of these, even some of them, you will in fact crush your business. Okay, you will. Take them one at a time, figure out which one is really the biggest problems for you, work on those first, and one by one knock them off. And it won't be long before you're getting the results that you think you should be getting in your business, even when you're just part-time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe again, because I don't want you to miss any of these videos. And I've got a little free resource for you that I think you're really going to love. I took all these lessons that I've learned in building a business part-time over the last 8 years, and I put them into a PDF that I poured my heart and soul into. It's called How to Build Your Business in 30 Minutes a Day or Less. Okay? It's deeper stuff than what I just went through. I think you really love it. Go to bobandrosemary.com/30 and just put in your name and email, and I'll send that right over to you. And I know you'll get value from it. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.